Hello YouTube, Musical Aviator here. We're on the ground at Atlanta in a Delta MD88, MD88 to be exact. We'll be flying this very pretty bird up to Lexington, Bluegrass. Today is a Light Up America fly-in. At some point it is likely that every single location in the United States will have had some form of air traffic control, even if just from the center level. The reason I've chosen Lexington Bluegrass is because we get points for flying into unusual airports, and there are some specific airports that get more points than others. Lexington gets 3 points. There are some airports, particularly over in Hawaii, that get as much as 6 points. So I'm point chasing today. There are only 2 airports worth more than 5 points, and then there's quite a few that are worth 3. Some that are worth 2 and some that are worth 1. And some of your normal airports, like for instance JFK, are worth none at all. So the idea for me is to go and pick up as many points as possible. And the reason that they've given those high ranking airports more points is to get us off the beaten track. So I'll be flying mostly real life routes. So this one, Delta Flight 1117 from Atlanta to Lexington Bluegrass. Let's jump on. Aircraft has been powered off ground power. APU is currently off. IRS is aligned, so we can probably jump in and get ourselves moving. Chuck that in there. Out of Atlanta. KLEX for Lexington. Via Rafton, RAFTN. And direct to HYK. Let's grab that. Now when we started the video you probably heard a big ding dong. That's actually our pre-departure clearance that's already been sent through. As a text that states that we're cleared via escort code 7210. Set. Flight level 350 departing Atlanta for Lexington Bluegrass. Approved route Nugget 8 to Rafton. And that's all good. Just need to confirm our first line are fixed with the tower. Let's have a listen to the ATIS on 125.55.
Expect intersection departure from taxi with My2. Ground control will shine runway with taxi instructions. Expect turn nav off the ground runway 8 right, 9er left. Landing runway 8 left, 9er right, and 10. Departing runway 8 right, 9er left, and 10. Simultaneous approach is in use. VFR airline, say direction of flight. Notice to airmen. Continue speaking arrivals, check local notices to airmen for expected runway. Dirty arrivals, expect 8 left. Cold arrivals, expect 9er right. Bird activity in vicinity of airport. Land and hold short operations in effect. Attention all aircraft. Hazardous weather information for Atlanta area available from Hazardous and Flight Weather Advisory Service. Flight Watch for flight service stations. Operate transponder with mode C on the lens. Taxiways. And runways. Please make all runway hold short instructions. Upon receipt of your ATC clearance, please make only your call sign and transponder code unless you have a question. Operate transponder on mode Charlie on the taxiways and runways. Advise on initial contact. You'll have information Foxtrot. Atlanta International Airport information Foxtrot. 14520. Wind 130 at 4. Visibility 10. Few clouds at 2,500. 6,000 scattered. 25,000 scattered. Temperature 26, 2.18. Altimeter 3019. Visual approach is in use. Visual approach runway 8 left. Visual approach runway 9 right. Visual approach runway 10. Simultaneous departures. Departing runways 8 right, 9 left. Runway 9 left departures. Expect intersection departure.
Right, so we've got information Foxtrot 8 and 9 to departure. So our first waypoint will either be picked or runny, depending on if we're on the 8 or the 9. Information is Foxtrot. So clear departure is Nugget 8. There we go. What's our nearest side? 8 right. I'll confirm that once we're on the push. Okay. Pre-clearance check, configuration and power is completed. APU is not on yet. We'll do that for the push, but we are on the ground power. Fuel, we have 2,950 in each tank. That's in pounds, by the way. Let's chuck some things in here. Let's have a look at the PFX. 14,530 is our 5, and it's normal. Gross weight 13.14. Through 1.4 because we're in pounds. Reserves, so the alternate is 1.3, and if our reserve is 4.1, contingency is 2. That'll be 5.4. Flight level 350. Yeah, look at the wind. So our cruise wind at flight level 350. Likely to be around 182 at 10, 200 at 19. We'll do that one. And top of climb, outside temperature is minus 44. Let's have a look at what we'll have for our departure. It'll be V1 130, rotating at 136, 143 on the V2 climb out safety. Let's just check a different flap setting. Flap 11 is probably the best option for us. Yeah, there we are, 144. I like it better. That's 139, 144, 152. Flaps 11. Let's chuck some of those in. It'll be 139 right up here. 152. And I'll do the slot track speed at 189. Movement clean is 235. Cool. That's all set up. Now departure route. Let's do the minimum clean there, 120, 135. And we'll get the APU going. Fuel on. Start pump is on. And let's do it. APU starting. While that happens, before start checklist, parking brake is set, doors still open, and the externals are done. So we have our clearance already, we're squawking, and might as well do it. We're on APU. And I'll get the air conditioning on. I just done one this time. Good, air conditioning is on. So for start checklist, parking brake is set, doors are closed, stairs is not attached to the jetway, is coming off. We have the information ATIS, which is Foxtrot, anti-collision lights are on. Fuel pumps are on. Auxiliary hydraulic is on. Fuel start pump is on. Galley power is off at the start. APU air supply is on, and passenger aircon is fine. I reckon we're going over there to right. Tower is 109.1. We can depart now. And why is that not moving? I'll wait for that to reset. Come over here, turn on these, yaw dampener is on. Anti-skid is armed. Windshield on, anti-ice. KATL heat is ready. Run 2 light is armed. And over here. Cabin crew, arm doors, cross track.
Hello, Captain. We are ready for pushback.
Copy that, we are also.
Locking gear. Departure check completed. VAIP has been inserted. Release parking brakes.
Parking brakes released.
Commencing push. All engines clear. Start that wheel.
Okay, let's have a look at this. Our gravity trim. Our trim position should be 10.9. Roughly there. To move the trim into position. Okay, trim is set. Before start checklist has been completed. And we're on the push.
Bennett Tower, November 208, Bravo Charlie has information Foxtrot ready to taxi to the active. Canada, Bravo Charlie, runway.
Okay, engine set, ignition
Thunder
alpha.
left,
We'll be
taxi,
using
Mike
engine
2.
number 1 or the left hand side first.
Number left, Bravo Charlie.
Let's turn off the packs. Left engine starting. And 2 is rising. %. Start fuel on engine left. Left engine started. EGT stable. And we're good to close that starter. Right engine on the Mac. And 2 is rising. 20%. And the right engine is set on.
Set parking brakes.
Parking brake set. Good start on the right engine. EGT stable. Set flap 11. Flap 11 set. TO set. apron number 3, I think. Yep. Okay, mate, please to disconnect. I'll catch you later. AP goes on. Say again. ACC goes on, AP comes off. After start checklist. Pressurization air conditioning is on, auto. Galley power goes on. Start pump goes off. Engine hydraulic pumps are on and high. We can turn off that auxiliary. Now see the panel is clear except for brakes. Anti-ice not required. And let's double check the temperature there. 26, not required. And cross-feed valves can be closed. Auto brake is set, RTO and armed. And the speed brake is armed. We're ready for taxi. Let's go to the clock and ask for our clearance. Atlanta Tower, Delta 1117 or 1117 at ramp 3 with Foxtrot, ready for taxi. We are facing northbound.
Delta 117, runway 8 right, takes me straight ahead, Fox 3, Echo, right at Moontown.
8 right, Foxtrot 3 and into hotel, Delta 1117. So it's 8 right. 8 right set. Along with Nugget 8. Grafton. Execute. Let's open these up. Very good. So, let's begin our taxi. We are stalking. Let's move out. Flight director on. Takeoff mode set. Taxi light dim. So for the taxi, straight ahead onto Echo and then hotel. Let's discuss the departure. It is an RNAV, Nugget 8 departure. Being on 8 right, we'll take off straight ahead onto Roney. That's 087 degrees after passing 1500. So we are at the holding short point. We need to say that we're via Roney. After Roney, we make a left-hand turn up to Bedrick, and then from Bedrick we cross Rebecca at 250 knots, unless otherwise advised. And from Rebecca it's direct to Nugget, which is the name of the procedure. And after Nugget we track to Rafton, and then as filed, direct to Bluegrass. First flight of the day, so safety briefing, we're up to 100 knots, below 100 knots we can take off, we can stop for any reason. After 100 knots only for major issues such as engine failures or fires or hydraulic problems. After the V-speed, V1, we can move for the takeoff. V-speed today is 139. Once we do get it airborne, we'll accelerate to V2 speed or V215.
478, runway 9 left. Taxi B straight ahead, Lima 3, right on Mike 2.
And we'll clean the aircraft up. If required, we can do a VFR return. And I would expect if that was the case, we'd make a left-hand turn and land on runway 8 left. Assuming everything goes right, we'll be on the navigation modes, VNav as such, and LNav nav track. I'll set nav track now since we are on a RNav departure. Assuming everything's okay, we'll set the cabin and get ourselves ready for departure. No questions? Very good. Extending the wing lights. Let's get that cabin seated. Cabin crew, seats for departure.
Canada 208 Bravo, Throttle Atlanta. Tower, are you with me?
I am.
Are you having some sort of mechanical trouble over there?
Okay, next checklist. We have start checks, pressurization set, galley barrel, that, I'm putting it on that one. Before taxi is flaps set for takeoff, we have 11. Takeoff speeds have been verified, we have the V1 and I have V2 on my side. Thrust rating paddle is set TO. Flight guidance FMS and nav aids are set for departure. Takeoff brief is complete. APU and APU air are both off. And brake pressure, that's all good. Fuel heat is not required and taxi route has been completed. Takeoff checklist, cabin has been notified. Trim is set in the green band and flaps are set for takeoff 11. Auto brake is RTO and armed, spoiler is armed, ignition is set alpha and transponder is mode Charlie. And all call ready. Atlanta Tower, Delta 1117 is ready at 8 right.
Delta 1117, RNAV Raleigh, runway 8 right, clear for takeoff.
8 right, clear for takeoff. First waypoint is running Delta 1117. Clear for takeoff. Strobes on. All the lights are on. Cabin is seated. Clock goes on. Just checking the radar. Radar test is complete. All good to go. Fuel 50% on the N1. Both engines good, stable. Thrust selected. Takeoff thrust set.
Takeoff thrust set. Clamp.
Check.
80 knots, cross check.
And 100.
V1. Rotate.
478, 292 ready. Delta 478, RNAV lattice.
Positive rate.
Gear up.
Clear for takeoff.
RNAV lattice, runway 470.
Stabilizer motion.
Gear up, lights out.
Check.
Landing gear. Stall. Landing gear.
No, not in.
Landing gear.
Too low.
Landing gear. Landing gear.
Don't sink.
Stall.
Don't sink. Don't sink.
Landing gear.
Don't sink.
Stall. Landing gear.
Don't sink.
Stall. Landing
Don't
gear.
sink.
Stall.
Don't sink.
Landing
All
gear.
flap.
Don't sink.
Landing gear.
Don't sink.
Landing
Don't sink.
Yep.
100.
Delta 1,
Stall.
1117, leaving
Don't
fire
sink.
space. Contact center, 132.970, thanks for helping flight up to America and have a great flight.
How'd that happen? Gear is up. KATL Atlanta center 125155. Actually, that was 13297, Delta 11 at Sydney. VNAV set. Okay, something weird's going on with my throttles. I've overheated one engine, the other one's at idle. What's going on there? Climb thrust. Yeah, let's go over the center 13297.
Climb thrust set.
Atlanta Center Delta 1117 is climbing through 4,000 feet.
Delta 1117 Atlanta, thanks for radar contact, line maintained by level 350.
Climb level 350, Delta 1117.
Atlanta Center, Jackson 5056, climbing to 14,000.
Access 1556, roger, line maintained, flight level 340.
340, access 50.
Flap retract.
Flap 0.
Slats retracted.
Slats retracted.
Good afternoon, Delta 478, passing 4,500, climbing 10,000, don't be that.
Delta 478 Atlanta Center, good afternoon. Radar contact, line maintained, flight level 250.
Radar contact, complete, 90, Delta 478.
Autopilot on. Engine number 2 slowly spooling back up.
Left 3205, this is a bit belated, but verify your squawk code is 20473.
On site 2047305.
Okay, thrust stable on engine 2. Climb checklist. Landing gears up. Lights out. Pressurization. Just checking the cab out.
42. Contact Memphis Central on 13.5. Replay.
Cab out's good. 300 feet. Flap 0. Slats retracted. Auto spoilers disarmed. Ignition. Let's find where it is. Fuel pumps on for the wing tanks. No fuel in the center. Thrust rating panel is set to climb and transition is 18. Climb checklist complete.
In the center, south of 105, pushing to step away for about 10 minutes.
I'll put 5 right for return.
Right, report and
See about time to go off.
Airfire calling Atlanta again. 1615 with you selecting.
18,000 set standard altimeter 2992.
American 1615 Atlanta Center. Rogers.
Atlanta Center, Delta 2387, Whiskey, flight level 310 on the MD1 arrival, and I have information call.
American 1615 Atlanta Center. Welcome aboard.
Atlanta Center, Delta 2387, checking in, flight level 310 on the MD1.
Delta 2387 Atlanta Center. Good afternoon. It's in Atlanta's landing east, and information Gulf is current. And you guys would say Gulf, and then it's in pilot discretion to cross Mechanic at 1/4 knots. No speed.
Roger, have information for descend the pilot discretion to cross 1/4 knots.
Just closing that discontinuity.
Atlanta Center, American 1615, northbound approach available.
Center, sorry about that. Delta 842, we're with you. Sorry.
Could I hear a Delta 842 in there with you?
There's Rafton, top of the centre after that. Not a long fight this one. And then we have HYK, which is in fact Lexington VOR. Don't ask me how that works. And I guess we have wireless approaches for 04 or runway 22. There's also a VOR A approach.
American 1615 to maintain flight level 240. 240, 1615.
So looking at the VOR Alpha approach, we come in overhead Lexington VOR, which is 5 miles from the field. Inbound on the 304 degree radial, and that shoots you straight in overhead the field, from where you can either pick up a backtrack on the ILS runways. Other option, of course, will be
Atlanta Center, Delta
probably
991,
vectors,
passing through 4,000.
which is, to be honest, more likely. Take a
Delta
look at the Maddog.
991, Atlanta Center, radar contact, line maintains flight level 350.
Maddog shows wind 190 at 10 knots.
Maintain flight level 350, Delta 991.
Based on that information, I'm expecting runway 22. Runway 22 is 7,000 feet long and 150 feet wide, and we'll be vacating to the left hand side. After vacating, you taxi along Alpha up to Charlie.
Contact track center on 135.05.
Delta 2387, vacating flight level 310, approximate flight 4,000.
Delta 2387, roger.
Let's go ahead and assume that we'll be on that runway 22. Inbound course for that runway is 226. And localizer 111.75.
American 1615, continue your descent to this to maintain 14000. 14000, 1615. Cap 3205. Cap 3205. It made left stage runway 1 into Hickory Regional. Perimeter is 3023.
That is 101 KB regional for traffic into
Might make our final level 310.
Yeah, 3205. I recognize your voice. I didn't understand your words. What? Repeat.
Did you say the altimeter setting again for the Hatfield 305?
Yes, sir. Hickory altimeter is 3023.
Please note Tuesday for Hatfield 305.
Atlanta Center, Delta 1117, requesting flight level 310 as final level.
Delta 1117, I'm maintaining flight level 310.
I'll maintain flight level 310, final level, Delta 1117, thanks. 310.
Atlanta Center, Southwest 105 back review.
There it is, stop a climb.
Southwest 105, Atlanta Center, walk.
VAIP cap. And speed Mach 0.77, quite happy with that. Let's look at that ILS a little bit further. ILS runway 22, inbound course 226, and our localizer 111.75. 300 feet is the minimum, so I'll set that up. Decision height. That's 300 there. And 1229. Right there.
Southwest 105, contact Mr. 133.95, have a great day.
Forward Memphis Center.
Field elevation, we'll take a look at the runway. Touchdown zone is 973.
Southwest 3139 has been maintained, flight level 240. Would recommend reducing speed first to 8250 knots. It was a late descent instruction. I'm trying to get instructions from them now.
Let's just review. We have our localizer set. We have our inbound course set. Inbound, I expect to fly over the head to Lexington and then get radar vectors. Otherwise, we are flying overhead the field and then joining a ILS runway 22. Once we get on the ground,
Are you contacting me?
we're looking to vacate to the left.
Southwest 3139, affirmative.
For that purpose.
My descent instruction for you is belated. Descend to maintain flight level 240.
Medium brake set.
Memphis on 123.65.
Within 240 and contact minutes there on 133.65. Thanks for the air traffic control. See you.
Yep, have a safe night. Yeah, 3205. Wind is variable at 4, runway 1, third left.
Let's go ahead and stick that arrival in. Don't need the flag forward, direct to, so RLS 1022 from Hotel Yankee Kilo. See how that works out. Golf November, where's that coming from? Ah, that's brittle. So that's a effectively the outer marker. There it is again. So GN to saddle. That's a procedure turn. So track in from Hotel Yankee Kilo. Instead of flying directly over the airfield, with track via Golf November, outbound 181 degrees, no, it's 001 degrees, then a reversal to 181, inbound to saddle, bridle again, same place, those two, and then down to runway 22.
Just to 20 Papa B advised that the airport you're at is not controlled. Will get airborne, enter controlled airspace, which is an altitude greater than 1,200 above the ground. And then you can contact me and we'll give you your clearance and route.
Right, we'll contact you there. Thank you.
Cruise thrust set.
Delta 2350 contact Washington, and we're on 133.7. You have a great flight.
Let's have a look at our fuel. 7.5 on arrival. Plenty.
American 1615, reduced speed to 250, return left heading 130. Effect radar vectors to the ILS runway 8 left approaching to Atlanta.
Left heading 150, reduced speed 250, expect 8 left. 1615.
American 1615, position to maintain 5,000.
5,000, 1650.
Delta 1117, contact Indy Center 119 or 0.55, have a great flight.
Already on 119.55, Delta 1178. On the 9.55. Set.
Yeah, we can do whatever you want for 0 Lima Golf.
Hawker 0 Lima Golf, clear direct to the Appleton VOR.
And just confirm that's Alpha Papa Echo for 0 Lima Golf?
Affirmative for Hawker 0 Lima Golf.
Okay, direct Appleton, direct destination 0 Lima Golf.
Indy Center, Delta 1117, flight level 310 to Lexington.
Delta 1117, Indy Center, good afternoon. Welcome aboard. And Delta 1117, D70 plane 1010,000, the Lexington altimeter, stand by. Delta 1117, the Lexington altimeter is 3011.
Coming down to 10,000 and altimeter 3011, Delta 1178. Standby set, 3011. I do believe that was effectively a descend now instruction. So, vertical speed, and that's 1500 to start with.
What 0 Lima Golf is okay to step away for just a minute or two?
Hawker 0 Lima Golf, that's approved. Just report back, please.
It will be, thanks.
Might as well do an announcement here. Ladies and gentlemen, this is your captain speaking from the flight deck. My name is Trent. We're on descent now into Lexington, and we should be expecting to arrive within 20 minutes and having out the gate in 25.
850 Lima Golf is back.
Thanks for flying with us, Delta Airways.
Oh, thank
Flight
you.
1117 on board our MD88 service from Atlanta to Lexington Bluegrass. Cabin will be coming through the cabin crew will be coming through the cabin just to check up and prepare the aircraft for the arrival. We'll be turning on the seatbelt signs shortly in about 2 to 5 minutes. Hope you enjoyed the flight so far. I'm sure that you'll have an enjoyable time over at Lexington or Bluegrass. At the moment, the temperature there is 25 Celsius only, and a little bit of wind from the south. So pretty nice, pretty warm, and a little bit of cloud cover, but should be pretty fine weather for any activities planned. Once again, thanks for flying with Delta Airways. Hope you've enjoyed the flight, and see you again in the skies when you next choose to fly. descent checks. Okay, descent checklist approach briefing has been complete, and we've got all of our nav aids already set. Fuel prediction at destination has been checked, and it's well above minimums. Navigation aids are all set. Landing data and VREF is all we need. And we're using flap 40, give us 133 knot approach speed. Make it 138 across the fence. Check down some numbers here. 205, 151.
Delta 1117, reduce speed 250 knots.
Reduce speed 250 knots, Delta 1117. Now you go back to vertical speed. Descend it pretty slowly, 500 feet a minute at the moment. And bring that down to 250. Speed select. Looks like we're on profile actually. Get that speed. 250. Execute. And we're on VNAV descent now to 10,000. .151 is set. That's our final segment. 205. I need flat from then on. There's the slat extension speed, 135. Okay, so for the approach we're looking at 138. And we're using auto brake minimum. Actually auto brake medium. It's a 7,000 feet one way, and we want to actually vacate as early as possible.
Delta 1117, expedite your descent to 10,000, please.
Expedite descent 10,000, Delta 1178. Brakes are on. And there's 20,000. Seatbelt signs on. Ladies and gentlemen, I've turned on the seatbelt signs, and I say return your seats and ensure that your seatbelt is fastened in preparation for landing. Cabin crew, prepare the aircraft for arrival. There's 18. Terminal reset 3011. Go 126.3. Squeeze out the ATIS.
To contact, you'll have information Bravo.
Bravo.
Bluegrass Airport information Bravo. 15540. Wind 190 at 12. Visibility 10. Sky clear below 2000. Temperature 27. 2.19. Altimeter 30.
Delta 1117,
Visual
return heading 040, vectors for
Landing departing runway 22.
Heading 040, Delta 1117.
Phaser action applied. Notices to airmen. Transit of weather
Heading select,
information
040.
for Kentucky and surrounding area available from ATC upon request. Please make all runway hold short instructions. Advise on initial contact. You'll have information Bravo. Bluegrass Airport information Bravo. 15540. Wind 190 at 12. Visibility 10. Sky clear below 2000. Temperature 27. 2.19. Altimeter 3011. Visual approach is in use. Landing and departing runway 22. VFR aircraft phaser action applied.
Yeah, happy with that.
Notices to airmen. Transit of weather information.
It's runway 22. Saying 10 statute miles, sky clear. Visual approaches in use, runway 22. Approach check. Altimeter is set. 3011. Passenger signs are on and order brake is set. Just waiting to be armed at the landing checklist. I'm happy with that descent rate. Brakes off.
Operators early McCall. Contact lost time now 16550.
Under 075 is our approach frequency.
Indianapolis Center, good evening. Cactus 4452 is with you about 1010 South, and that makes my radio interface.
Cactus 4462, Indy Center, good afternoon, sir. Climb and maintain flight level 390.
Time to seat the cabin. Cabin crew, seats for arrival.
Roger, flight level 390, Cactus 4462.
Just a little bit of stuff coming up on the radar there. Pretty flat ground, so that's great. Keep the weather radar on my side.
Delta 1117, contact approach 120 point. What's that line? Delta 1117 at 120.75, sir. Have a great landing to you.
Over Lexington 120.75, Delta 1117, yeah. 120.75, we have Bravo. Towers on 1191. 1050k. Lexington approach, Delta 1117 is descending through 10,600. We have Delta. So again, that's Bravo.
Delta 1117, Lexington approach, thank you for Bravo, just to maintain 7,000.
Delta 7000, Delta 1117. 7,000 set. Yeah, I'll go back to vertical speed mode. Let's go 1,000 a minute down. Speed select 240. There's 10,000. Landing lights are on.
Delta 1117, turn left heading 310, temperature visual, runway 22 approach.
Left heading 310, expecting runway 22. Delta 1178. Heading 310 set. Okay, we're all secure. Cabin is reported in well. With the approach checklist. Next one is a landing checklist with the gear. Ignition is set alpha. First rating panel can go to GA.
Delta 1117, this is maintain 3,500.
Yeah, 3,500, Delta 1117. And the other bit for this. $3,500 set. Speed 235. And let's deploy slat.
Slats extended.
Reducing speed 230. Let's go flap 5. Speed 220.
Number 1117, turn left 8250, fuel will be at 11 at 12 o'clock, 5 miles, 4 seconds.
8250 and we'll go down 1117. Two 50 set. Thousand feet to go. Flaps 11, might be 15.
Flaps 15.
Speed 180. Flap 28.
Flaps 28.
Landing gear.
Check. Landing gear down.
Landing gear.
Gear down. 3 green.
There she is. Dot 1117, field inside.
With 1117, clear visual approach runway 22,
Alright, bye.
contact tower 119.1, safe flight.
Field visual approach and over the tower 119.1 and down 1117. Over the tower. I did see it. Where'd it go? There it is. Lexington, Bluegrass Tower, Delta 1117 is Throttle 22.
Delta 1117, Lexington Tower, good afternoon, sir. Wind 190, 12,
My throttle.
822, clear going.
22 clear to land, Delta 1117. Speed 138. As marker. We have visual. Being in the mark, we can just slow down now and deploy flat 40.
Flaps 40.
Check, flat 40. Speed brake arm and quarter brake arm. Landing checks. Landing gear down is 3 green. Ignition is at alpha. Spoiler, speed brake is armed. Thrust braking panel is GA. Auto brake is armed. Flap set for landing 40 and landing clearance is received. Checklist complete.
Delta 1117, advise on now 210 at 9er. Sorry, I think I'm done. Sir, Delta 1117, the wind is now 210 at 9er, and the altimeter 3010.
Get about 3010 and the wind's Delta 1117. Yeah, a bit of turbulence in there.
1,000.
Sure, I saw some lightning out there before. Flight director off. Back on profile.
400. Minimums.
Landing.
200. 100. 50, 40, 30, 20, 10.
2 in reverse.
Check.
Delta 1117, what's the Lexington?
Reverse
Right,
lights
ground,
out.
yeah, from the left ahead.
60 knots.
60 knots, manual braking. Okay, to left enable Delta 1117. Where the radar goes off. Have a Tim at the front. I'd say this is either Alpha 2 or Alpha 3. It's going into Alpha 1. It's not. Alpha 1 the end.
Delta 1117, taxi to the gate, Alpha Charlie, Mr. Complete.
Alpha Charlie, this is Delta 1117. Hope you can go on. Fuel's start bump is on. And overview coming up. Thrust rating panel can go to the test. Clock coming off at 56 minutes. 1 hour and 3 since departing the gate. Okay, Bravo 5, I do believe. There's a little Charlie up there. Yeah, view's ready. Switches are on. Just waiting for the engines. And we're going over to the far side over there. Next to the left. Grab the cabin. Cabin crew, disarm doors, cross track. Cut that corner slightly. Just hoping he doesn't pull us in too far. I think he will be. That's enough for me. Yeah, we can probably go a bit further. Pull the mirror down. That's about as far as we really want to be. Call that a day. APU's on, bleeding bus. Shutting down. Pneumatic panel number 1. Shutdown number 2. Gunner power is off. Start pump is off. And we'll debuild. Seatbelt signs going up. Your dampener is off, anti-skid is off. Mercy lights are off, and that's all. On the APU. Sounds good to me. Cool, so that's a flight from Atlanta to Lexington. Hope you enjoyed that. I'm about to jump on to the next flight, which is going to be a different airline to a different location. This is Musical Aviator from Delta, signing off.